Ready?
Okay.
Okay. Whoa. Welcome back to another episode of Please Relate to This, the biggest pop culture podcast on the entire internet. Official. I'm Owen.
I'm Juliana.
And we're back for another week.
We sure are.
We talked yesterday about how little we potentially had to talk about. Overnight, things have flipped around, and we have a lot to talk about. Do you mind if I jump in first?
Please.
I want to start with the most recent thing that just happened overnight, which was the Euphoria premiere.
Yeah.
So the Euphoria premiere unfolded last night. Euphoria, as we record, comes out this weekend, episode 1 this weekend. I believe you'll see this episode before that happens. Yeah. And we'll definitely be covering the season closely because it is Daddy's favorite show of all time. The Euphoria premiere was a little bit awkward city.
Yes, clearly certain people didn't want to post together.
Certain people didn't want to be there, namely Zendaya, I believe.
Oh, no.
Okay. At Coralina Dean said on Twitter, and I think this is exactly what I was thinking when I was watching this unfold. It felt like the last day before graduation vibes.
That's so funny.
It was like everyone's last time. Like they're all LA. Everyone just drove down.
Yeah.
Put a suit on and drove down and said, yeah, what the hell? I'll walk the carpet. Zendaya ran the carpet. She showed up, exited her Sprinter van.
Expeditiously.
Walked down the carpet with her crew.
She looked amazing though.
She looked great as per usual. And got back in her vehicle in plain sight, in sight of everyone. She walked just down the carpet into her car. I believe that was intentional.
Yeah.
Because you could have just gone inside and then left.
Yeah.
But she did not do that.
But can I just say,
please?
I don't know what goes on the set of Euphoria, but I do believe in our individual right to leave a toxic workplace. There's
going to be books written about this. Every single Euphoria cast's memoir, I cannot wait to read.
The rumblings, just the dysfunction that seems to be occurring, and Zendaya doesn't strike me as somebody that doesn't like being at work. She seems to love overstaying a set, and she used to shadow all of her directors and just hang around, just watch the movies or the show get made. And the fact that she doesn't want to do that on Euphoria, I believe her. I trust her.
Yeah, and it obviously started very different than how it's potentially ending with where they all are in their lives.
Who they've lost in the cast.
100%. She's worked with a lot more directors since she first worked with Sam Levinson. She's on an EP on the season. Her and Sam did share a hug on the carpet. But
she's a classy girl.
She's a classy girl. They share their hug. They both immediately walked their different directions. So Labyrinth in LA, not at the premiere. He obviously spoke out about said fuck Euphoria a while back. Also prepping for Coachella, so who knows? We might hear about that more this weekend too. And then Sydney showing up with Scooter Braun. Kissing in the screening. So much unfolded, so much to look forward to. I think with this as a starting point, this season of Euphoria is going to be potentially one of the most divisive seasons of television I think we're ever going to see.
I will be sad.
So yeah, very excited for Euphoria. Really wasn't sure how that carpet was going to unfold last night, but that's how it happened.
Euphoria is forever a cultural moment. It launched the careers of so many people. It changed Zendaya's life, and therefore changed mine.
There you go.
And and also cannot be understated how much the way we do our hair and makeup is now different because of that show.
I saw some photo. Someone tweeted this about season 1 being this really did change the game, and it truly did. It was a cultural shift. I'm gonna go to my next point because I think
I'll just never talk.
No, but I think and then I think we'll get also
no, I want to
timely-ish.
I love listening.
My next point is 3 points.
I love listening.
New music.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it coming. There's a lot of it out. Olivia Rodrigo.
That's who I have to talk about her.
Okay,
as well.
go.
You seem pretty sad for a girl so in love, coming June 12th.
Yes, piss Vigsel.
I was gonna ask. One of my questions was what do you think we're gonna shorten that to?
I've seen. I want to talk about this too. I've seen outlets saying you seem pretty sad. I would think
Girl So in Love should be the short form.
Well, maybe we'll see what the context of the album is. What is it leaning more towards?
Well, let's talk about it because I have theories.
Okay.
So first of all, I'm really excited because I love Olivia Rodrigo and I love sad songs that sound happy.
Yes.
I love it. My favorite genre. I'm wondering though if the Guts Spilled bonus tracks are sort of the seeds for this album. Have you know the song Scared of My Guitar?
No, I'm more of a
you're so missing out.
So American.
Yeah, sure.
That's more my speed.
Okay, fair enough. But Scared of My Guitar is a song about being in a relationship. It's a song about being in a relationship where you are, it's like, you know, it's not love, but you're afraid to admit that to yourself. And in her world, it's like she's afraid to play her guitar because she knows that when she writes music, she can't lie to herself and she has to be honest.
Okay, yeah.
The bridge is like, because what if I never find anything better? That doubt always creeps through my mind. So we'll stay together because how could I ever trade something that's good for what's right? Like,
Damn, bitch.
First of all, like I had never heard that song before. Like I had never heard that articulated like that. And she is so good at capturing emotions, like the sadness within happiness.
Right.
And it sounds like that is what this album's gonna be about. Like, are we about to get a whole album full of Scared of My Guitars?
Yeah.
And that's exciting. I think this is going to be an album about how love does not solve all your problems. Like even Obsessed, which is one of the Gut-Spilled bonus tracks, I think like fits this, where it's like, just because you're in love doesn't mean your insecurities go away. I just think there's so much to explore in that concept.
Yeah.
And I think she's already scratched the surface, and I'm so excited to see what she might do when she dives in, because the lead single Drop Dead that's coming out on
the
17th was co-written by Dan Nigro and Amy Allen,
right,
who is Sabrina Carpenter's frequent collaborator. She wrote Apata. She's like written a bunch of songs, but she also wrote Pretty Isn't Pretty with Olivia.
Good song.
Great song. And I think, again, fits into this theme. First of all, Pretty Isn't Pretty is like super hyper femme, which is like, I think, fitting the like visuals that she's putting out. And it's also a song about like a moving goalpost. Like you get what you want, you get the thing that's supposed to make you feel good, and then you need more. It's like, it doesn't solve your issues, and it doesn't like give you everything you think it's going to give you. And I just think that's all fitting in the theme of this album, that like you know, being in love and still not being fully realized and fully happy.
Agreed.
Yeah, she's the storyteller. Like her storytelling is about to go crazy, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, she has never missed, I don't think. And I'm excited to hear what this sounds like. I think, yeah, it's like third album. Like, what are we shaking it up? Are we staying more of the same?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be some movement forward in this. I'm really excited to see what this first single sounds like and like what the vibe is. I like the visual so far.
It's very like we're getting a lot of virgin suicide. Girl virgin interrupted.
Girl virgin suicide. Girl interrupted virgin suicide. Other new music, Slayyyter's new album, Worst Girl in America, dropped last week.
Not familiar with this artist.
Crazy.
Tell me about him.
Her.
Sorry, women can be artists too.
Slayyyter, Slayyyter.
Women can be named Slayyyter with a Y too.
With 3 Ys.
Women can be named Slayyyter. Yes, of course. My bad.
Banger. It's very, I might get in trouble for saying this, like very Brat-esque. It's definitely different. It's more industrial. It's more hard than Brat. It's just the sound of it is
crunchy.
Just like, yeah, for sure. Slayyyter's been around for a while. It's again, one of those artists we're seeing that have been grinding in like their specific scene for a decade almost, I want to say, maybe shorter, maybe not quite that long, but like very much like the Chaperones, this Trey XCX, like the Zara Larsons, like this is kind of, she's coming up now. She's been putting in the work. She's been like, you know, grinding at this, and it's number 22 in Billboard 200 and number 1 dance album right now. The album is great. This song is called I'm Actually Kind of Famous.
Cute.
And it's her, like, it's kind of just talking the whole time, but it's her going into a bar being like, you know the DJ, you know my boyfriend, do you know me? I'm actually kind of famous. And then her going back to like, she's talking to a girl this whole song, and it just is so good. It's so like tongue-in-cheek and fun. She's playing Coachella this weekend at 3 p.m., which people are up in arms about because this is not an album you listen to at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Right. But I'm excited to see where this goes. Like, it's kind of like April. Yeah. This album's come out, and it's one of those, we could see like that kind of Brat-esque growth in this piece.
I'm ready.
Throughout the rest of
I love you. I love being introduced to new artists.
You gotta listen to it.
Okay,
we're gonna circle back to this next ep.
I will. I trust your judgment and your taste levels.
Thank you. And I want to talk about another piece of new music from the one and only Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
My Mouth Is Only For You. Both songs from Mother Mary.
Yeah.
Bangers.
I just needed to say, because I saw the trailer for Mother Mary for the drama last night. And I also recently saw Forbidden Fruits, and I'm just really loving this, like the witchy,
yes,
the witchy
kind of vibes.
Question for you.
Yes.
When you were a kid and you were like playing in your imagination and making believe, were you like a wizard or a witch?
Never. Christian household. No.
Okay.
I don't even want to talk about this
Let me give you your options though. Okay, so you weren't a wizard or a witch. Were you royalty, like a princess or a king? Were you a pop star? Were you like what are the, like a mermaid? Like what
it's like superhero or
superhero, exactly.
Or like a performer.
Yeah, it's like superhero.
Famous person.
That's what you were.
Yeah.
So I think the options in this world, you are either a witch, a fairy, a princess, a pop star, a superhero, or a mermaid.
And that's all you can be.
That's all you can be. That's all you can be.
I actually just dreamed of work. I dreamed of work in an industry.
You dreamed of labor?
I dreamed of getting back, getting money. I dreamed of labor like we all should.
Weird.
Anyway, back to Anne Hathaway, witchy woman. David Lowery also did an interview yesterday with Empire where he said, quote, Taylor Swift's Reputation concert film is one of the best concert films ever. It's truly phenomenal. And for our concert sequences, we looked at that repeatedly. You would not believe the amount of times we were talking about Taylor. We were literally using Reputation as a guide. I could go on about Reputation all day. First off, same. Second off, fun. Makes me want to see the movie even more.
Me too.
Third off, Charlie XCX, Jack Antonoff, Taylor Swift.
I'm in. This is a little circling back, but like, I just have a confession to make. We didn't do a full debrief of the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary, but my summary of my opinion is that I enjoyed myself. I found it to be very surreal to watch. Like when I hit play and I sat down and I looked at the TV, I was like, what is happening? Like I remember feeling like weirdly out of body and like surreal of like, I can't believe that's Miley. I can't believe she's dressed as Hannah. I can't believe I'm watching her sing Best of Both Worlds in 2026. We live in an age of tons of reboots, but I've never felt quite so like I was high on drugs watching a reboot or a whatever, like a thing like that occur. However, I would like to admit and point out that when I was listening to the new version of Best of Both Worlds, I was humbled and perhaps shocked and confused to hear a lyric for the first time. There is a lyric in the song, and I'm about to play it, that I so certainly thought I knew what she was saying, but then hearing her grown-up voice sing it, I was wrong. So?
Yeah, you get to be a small town girl, but big time when you play your guitar.
That's not what I thought she was saying.
What? What did you think she was saying?
I thought she was saying...
You heard the song hundreds of times.
I thought... One more time. But big time when you play on the top.
On the top?
That's what I heard my whole life. Yeah, you get to be a small town girl, but big time when you play on the top.
What the hell?
I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say like you just like
small
town girl, but big town when you play your guitar. That might be more understandable, but like damn.
I'm not proud.
No.
But then when
guys in the comments below, destroy her.
This is the new version. Like
big time.
It's a lot more enunciated.
Yeah, it's there.
It's a lot more enunciated now. Can you at least give me that?
It's definitely more enunciated now. Yeah.
It's a lot. If anybody else heard, but big time when you play on the top, please show up for me right now.
You can start a little support group.
Yeah.
Leave the rest of us alone.
But don't you agree though? Like the feeling of realizing that you have been mishearing something is so like, what?
So I knew we were going to talk about misheard lyrics, and I was at the movies last night and heard Maroon 5, one of the songs, and it was This Love. Is that what it's called? Like,
how's it go?
So what I always thought the lyrics was This love has taken liftoff. Oh, we.
What? That's
like,
so
and that
wrong.
was taken liftoff. This love has taken its toll on me.
I knew that one.
I did not know that one. I'm like, this love has taken liftoff. Oh, we.
Anyway, it's just funny because I've seen people be talking about like how they didn't realize the dress she wears. The Hannah Montana movie is made of leather tabs instead of sequins.
Yep.
And I was like, haha, that's.
We're all laughing. She's chortling to herself quietly.
Anyway, it's just funny how our brain remembers incorrectly.
Let's deep dive into something. Okay, she's taking selfies on the iPad. Let's deep dive. Something we both experienced last night.
A little movie called
The Drama. Starring The Drama. Starring Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. The Drama is, I'll preface and say it's a very complicated, layered, intentionally uncomfortable movie.
Yes, I wrote in my notes that it's the most uncomfortable movie I've seen in a long time, and I think that's why I liked it.
I think it deals with like very difficult subject matter that we'll probably like get into a little bit, but I think like personally, I didn't believe that was the crux of the film. I think that's not what the movie is about.
Okay.
The movie is about spoilers. Spoilers.
Oh
ahead.
yeah, spoilers ahead.
Spoilers ho. There's some subject matter in this film, of course. I absolutely love this movie.
Okay.
I loved it.
I had a great time. I mean, Emma's secret was spoiled for me going in, and I thought that would hurt my experience more than it did. Like I actually found the way it unravels to be very unpredictable, and the ride was the
wild ride.
The ride was wild in a way that knowing what the secret is actually, like, it still felt like a full experience. And and I actually don't think it's even fair to call The Secret a twist. It's actually the premise.
Like, it's the premise of the film. You've probably seen the trailers. Robert Pattinson and Zendaya run into some trouble before their wedding. The trouble being her and her friends all get drunk during the wedding tastings and reveal the worst things they've ever done. Yeah. They're all bad, but Zendaya's character takes the cake in revealing that she almost did a school shooting when she was 15 years old. This is 15 minutes into the movie, like you're saying. Like, it's pretty much, it's at the beginning.
Yeah, it's like in the first quarter.
And it carries through the rest of the film. Like, the reaction to that is the plot of the movie.
The fallout of it all. Yes. And I think, as like Zendaya and Rob have been saying in the press tour, this is a movie that really encourages conversation with the people you see with. You kind of cannot go see this movie and not talk to the people you saw it with afterwards and get like their takes. And I think everybody has different takes. And even the theater I was in, when the screening ended, everybody turned to the person next to them and was like, I think I hate this person. I'm on this person's side, blah, blah. But I really do agree with the people online that are sort of so eloquently saying that, like, this is a movie about who gets the benefit of the doubt and who gets to be morally superior. This movie raises, like, so many interesting questions. And I will quote Zoe Rose Bryant on Twitter. Some of these questions being, what's worse, thoughts or actions? Who do we afford more grace to in society? Who gets to decide that? Is there a limit to love? What is it? And can people truly change?
That's what I wrote, like, the same thing down. Like, this movie is not about a school shooting per se. It's about, like, whether you can actually ever truly know somebody, whether love is actually unconditional.
Yes.
And whether people can be forgiven for actions they did or did not, in this case, did not commit. And it's just like raises so many interesting thoughts.
Yes.
And so many things I think like other directors and creators and studios haven't been like brave enough to touch.
Yes, it's a brave movie.
It's very like difficult subject matter. But again, you don't get to have that back section of this movie where those questions are raised without having that uncomfort in that moment at the beginning of like that.
I also think it does a great job like developing these characters. Their performances are so good.
So I think it's my favorite Robert Pattinson performance like ever. Like he's the most normal he's ever been. He's just a guy.
He is just a guy. And I have to say, like, there are so many moments where I'm like, Zendaya is the most beautiful person that's ever been on screen. It's actually insane. And she's so good. And she's so empathetic in this. Like, she has to take this like really tricky character, which it doesn't surprise me because like she's always talking about, you know, wanting to take on roles that challenge her. And like, I think she's like a brave actress, and I think she's a great actress, obviously. If I were an actress, I think this would be such like a meaty role. Like there's so much to do here.
But also I think it's a role and a script, like at first glance, there's a lot of people that are going to tell you not to do it.
Yes, 100%. Okay, my first take is that I don't think Charlie and Emma knew each other well enough to get married.
No, and it's kind of touched upon in that movie where it's just like, is it your first crush or your first love?
Oh, don't even get me started on that one. That scene.
Mrs. Haim truly love and hate in this movie so much.
Absolutely. Oh, Alana Haim was incredible. She like, I think is such an important character in this movie, and she did an amazing job. But I have the most complicated feelings ever about Rachel, which I will get to. But my first take is that Charlie and Emma did not know each other well enough to get married. I just don't think that I would ever get engaged to somebody without knowing exactly what their high school experience was like, and who hurt them, and the fact that even like that she went on to be like a loud and like prominent advocate for something in her community, and that was obviously a big part of her life, and he didn't know. Like, it just seems strange. So again, not casting judgment, just like they didn't know each other well enough. I also wanted to say, I thought this movie was very funny.
This movie's hilarious.
Yeah, like they cut to the meeting with the photographer after like their big blow up, and it's like, I'm going to shoot your mom, I'm going to shoot your dad, shoot
like,
your grandparents, TBD.
Nobody in the audience knew how to react.
Yeah.
And it was a 50-50 split of people. Like, I swear the girls in front of me, when this is revealed, were about to leave. Like, they were on the edge of their seats the entire movie about to be like, we're going to go.
Yeah. We live in a world where these things happen all the time, where children go to school and they just know it's a real possibility that a gunman is going to enter their classroom. Like, I think this movie also did a really great job of pointing out, it's such a taboo thing to talk about, but when it's so commonplace, you cannot assume that it's not on people's minds in a troubling way.
Exactly.
Like, it's not an original thought.
No.
It's everywhere around them. And it affects young people in millions of ways that I think we have not even begun to deal with because we're too afraid to even admit that there's a problem. I think the movie like did a great job of touching on the absurdity of all of this.
Yep.
And sometimes the absurdity is funny. Now I would like to talk about Rachel, if you're ready to talk about Rachel.
Yep.
I do think Rachel is the villain in this movie. Like I said, Alana Haim is incredible in this, and I think a lot of us are more like Rachel than we'd like to admit.
Sure.
I think the comment sections of things are filled with people like Rachel. I think we live in I think like people have said online that like Rachel's sort of like this metaphor for cancel culture or like the internet, like the way that we are so critical and so unforgiving when people make mistakes and so unwilling to give second chances. Or don't
even make a mistake. Theoretically in this.
I would like to point out the specific reasons why I don't like Rachel.
Okay.
Number one is that she judges Emma for having her first love and first crush at 30.
Right.
Like, she lost me there. Like, that was before anything had unfolded in the movie.
That's like 5 minutes in.
But it's really like, why does she even care? Truly, why does she even care?
Okay.
I just think that is like the weirdest thing ever to be high and mighty about. And it's so judgmental for no good reason. And it just tells me from the jump, before she even has any reason to take issue with Emma and her life and her behavior and her whatever, she's already picking at her.
Right.
This is supposed to be her friend. This is her maid of honor. Who among us is eligible to throw stones at other people's dating lives when everybody you've ever met has a fucked up dating life?
Right.
Okay. The second reason, it's when Rachel insists that Mike, her husband, not downplay his dog story when they're sharing the worst thing they ever did.
Right.
He's like, she keeps being like, no, like tell it for real. But then when it's time for her to tell her story, she's trying to downplay it left and right. Totally. She's refusing to say it plainly.
Right.
And she's the whole reason why they did that whole little game in the first place.
That's true.
So it's like, okay, so you get to zoom into everyone else's mistake. Like you get to blow it up and emphasize it all, but yours gets to be minimized.
Right.
Okay,
Rachel.
And then lastly, it's the fact that she attended the wedding just to make a scene.
The wedding speech that she does in this movie is so visually uncomfortable and so hard to watch.
It's so nasty.
But also so funny.
Okay, first of all, she was at the wedding because her cousin clearly gave her the green light. Like, she met with the cousin.
Right, cousin Sam.
Yeah, she met with Sam to get approval to go to the wedding. So the fact that she was at the wedding means that Sam was fine with it.
Right.
So whatever chip you had on your shoulder about like, you know, like Emma had clearly apologized or whatever, like explained herself, blah, blah, blah. And you were left with the decision of like, do I go or do I not go? You say, I need to check with my cousin. I need to see.
Which is crazy.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
But yeah. It just proves the point that was never the problem for Rachel. The problem for Rachel was never like this personal connection to the tragedy. She just, I think, likes having something over Emma. She just like, she was picking on Emma before there was anything to pick on Emma
like
about.
A #1 Rachel hater like t-shirt.
I just am really upset with, like, I don't like Rachel. And I feel like I know Rachel and I don't.
Okay, name him.
So I just thought, it's like, if you were really, like she just attended the wedding, bubbling up the whole time, waiting for an opportunity to dig at Emma.
To strike.
And I just think that, sure, you can feel super opposed to what Emma did, and it could be something that ends your friendship. Fine. But don't go to her wedding in front of all of her friends and family to make her feel uncomfortable the whole time. She didn't say a word to her that.
Rachel.
But it's like she didn't do anything. She was just like, just to get on the mic and throw jabs. Like, how cruel to say to somebody like, don't you have any real friends? That's so cruel.
That was so funny.
It's so cruel. It's so cruel. It's just so nasty and cruel and ugly, and I don't like it at all. And she just should not have attended.
Thanks a lot, Rachel.
Thanks a lot, Rachel.
I just want to be positive about this for a bit. Haley Gates plays Misha.
Yeah, that was
She's
great.
also in The Moment. She's like the co-lead of that, really, with Try the XCX. Love her.
Her performance was incredible as well.
She's so good. I'm so excited for like her to have a million roles.
Yeah, agreed.
Something I found with experiencing this movie is that 90% of the audience I was with last night, it was a packed theater, did not know what they were getting themselves into, which I love. And I think we talked about this a few weeks ago when we talked about the marketing of this movie. Yeah. Us both having known what the twist is, I was ready for the audience to be gagged when this was revealed, and I think that was very true. I think it was clear about 90% of the audience was like a general audience. Like they were going to see a rom-com. They were going to see a rom-com.
Which actually, by the way.
So that's what I want to say.
Okay.
A hush fell over the crowd the second her secret comes out and she reveals what it is. But the marketing is very rom-com-y. There's obviously the showings of like, there's going to be drama. It's called the drama. There's things going on. It's still funny.
It's very funny.
It still pays off on the promise of like, you're going to go on a date and you're going to have something to talk about and you're going to laugh and you're going to have fun.
And it's still romantic.
True.
I thought that scene when he was like trying to speak into her ear and like, you know what I mean? When he was like holding her ear being like, can you hear this? And then that's where he like tells her he loves her for the first time or whatever. I thought it was like, that was cute.
There's moments in this movie like near the end where people gasped. Like the whole theater when she comes in. Okay, spoilers now. When she comes in the room and she's like, we only kissed. The whole theater, like every single person gasped and covered their mouth, like, and it was like a horror movie. Like it was insane.
Which also, I hate that. I hate cheating, but I also just like, I was so mad.
Is cheating not bad enough? Is that what she says? He's like, that's it? She's like, is cheating not bad enough? I just think like the delivery of the promise of like actually like this ending up to be a rom-com when in reality I thought everyone was going to get duped and tricked with this A24 marketing campaign for what turned out to be an A24 movie.
Yeah.
I just think like it was very interesting now to look back at the Robert Zendaya press tour, which has been amazing, hilarious and fun, and not about gun violence or politics or anything. Like they went hard on making sure that this was sold as like a fun romp, which is like, you can have your own opinions of like, oh, if that was the wrong thing to do. But like at the core of the movie, it's not really about politics and gun violence. That's not really what it's about. But I don't know. I just found it was such a fascinating like delivery on this rom-com promise.
It made me think lots of thoughts, and I enjoy
and have lots of conversations.
And I appreciate thinking lots of thoughts. And then the last thing I just want to say before we move on from this film is I would like to live in the apartment.
Totally, you got to get a job at the museum.
Look at the deck they have. They never even used that.
They should have gone on the deck more. Guys, comment down below if you think they should have gone on the deck more in the drama.
On the deck more, yeah. It's for sale. If we all chip in. Guys,
please chip in so we can buy the house from the drama. We'll start recording the podcast there. It'll be so awesome. 1.8, honestly,
1.8
for New York?
No, Boston.
It's in Boston.
The whole movie was set. They were in Boston the whole time, girl.
So wow, what a movie. Wow, what a press tour. I just want to quickly go over what we have to expect on the podcast for the rest of the year with kind of what we're seeing here. So we had Rob and Zendaya press tour, check. Yeah. Zendaya, no press tour for Euphoria, check. Anne Hathaway, we're bringing into this equation. Press tour right now for Mother Mary and Devil Wears Prada happening at the exact same time. And then we go into Tom Holland and Zendaya press tour for Spider-Man. And then we go into Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson, Zendaya, Tom Holland press tour for the Odyssey.
That was gonna be crazy.
And then we go back to close out the year with another Robert and Zendaya press tour for Dune. That's crazy.
I wonder if they're going to pair them again, though. I think she's going to be
with Timmy.
Yeah.
The drama. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment down below. I don't know how you comment on podcasts. If you can, just start yelling at your window your thoughts.
Yeah, we'll hear. We'll keep our fingers open. Okay, it's time for What the Hell, Sure.
What the hell, Sure.
Okay, so shifting gears pretty significantly. Like, this has nothing to do with anything, but it's just
Zendaya was on Disney Channel.
Yeah, but she's not in this. Oh, okay. So this week we are ranking Disney Channel songs. Now, that doesn't mean what you think it means.
Wait a second.
These are songs that were never officially released on an album, but they existed in the world of a Disney Channel show.
Totally. Coming in at number 5 is Thinking of You by DC3 from Corey in the House.
Shine bright, 'cause I'll be thinking of you.
Corey Baxter had so many good songs, though.
Corey Baxter was
even in
a musician.
In Corey and the Boys and That's a Raven. Can you feel it? Can you feel
Why did he not pop off like the rest?
Can you feel the love?
Can you feel it? Can you feel the love?
It was such a great song.
Honorable mention also to Waterworks from Zach and Cody.
Questionable.
I want to give it.
Number 4 is If Cupid Had a Heart.
If Cupid had a heart.
If Cupid had a heart, Cupid might not know.
Selena Gomez as Michaela in Hannah Montana.
Yeah, earned.
The funny thing is we only really have like 20 seconds of that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey.
I would release it. Drop it.
Mark. Number 3, Bone Dogs in the House.
Bone thugs in the house. We're doing the bone dance. You study the answers again and again till I get it right.
That's the Bone Dance as performed for Karen Kunkel for their quiz.
My body's many parts, and this is where it starts. Phalanges, I have 10, and metatarsals then.
That is like single-handedly why I know like bones.
Phalanges.
I know.
And metatarsals too.
The patella. The patella is the knee.
Yeah.
I got some tarsals too. I'll put them in my shoe. She's telling.
She's telling the truth.
She's telling the truth.
Yeah, the tibula is
Why does he have his nose plugged?
Because it's bleeding or something. Number 2, Boys in Motion.
Boys.
Boys, you're the boys in motion. We give you our devotion. Boys.
They have so many good songs.
It's an in-world band that like kind of carries through the whole kind of series.
Yeah.
Like they're there. They're
There.
characters.
They have a lot of great songs, but Boys in Motion is my personal favorite.
We give you our devotion.
And number one, welcome to the Tipton from the Slayyyter, Zach and Cody, as performed for the commercial for the Tipton.
Welcome to the Tipton.
Where everything is sweet.
Try joining us for dinner. May we offer you a seat?
Next time, stay at the Tipton. The Tipton puts you on top.
You could put a gun to my head and be like, you have to sing this whole song. And I would, and I'd do it. And everyone would live. And you're welcome. And bring your family.
And bring the family.
Congratulations to all the nominees.
Yes.
You all did great.
Okay, it's time for
Okay.
the post of the moment.
Sure is. My post of the moment is this tweet saying, why wasn't this a mainstream song in the US? And it is this clip of Shakira with her song, Give It Up to Me.
Put me in a cage and lock me away, and I'll play the games that you want me to play. Hey, you can have it all.
Banger, banger, banger. I love this song so much. It was exciting to see this one brought back up again. It was, I feel like, big in Canada. Lil Wayne has a verse on the song. I think it's one of his best verses ever. Wayne's World, I'm a cashier, I change girls. What a bar. I just think it opens a conversation of like songs that were mainstream in other places and something that I think we're going to investigate in a future episode.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. This episode is actually what you guys don't realize is because you probably cut it out. We probably spent 10 minutes this episode looking at each other's iPads just watching videos.
We've gotten so sucked in so many times.
Wrap this up. Take us
my last
home.
thing. My last thing. My last thing. My post of the moment. Is Sophie Nélisse okay?
Yes. No. Let's find out.
Sophie Nélisse has this reputation of posting Instagram stories where the most like clumsy, unlucky things are always happening to her. And she actually has a highlight on her feed called Bravo Soph. And
Okay.
it's like
Things she's done
a
or
collection.
hasn't done.
And I'm just going to show you a few of them.
Girl.
I was peacefully reading and my candle just like full on exploded.
Oh no. Sophie. Someone needs to monitor her closer. Hey, we're thinking about you. We're here for you.
And I saw a tweet that was like, if I were getting on a plane and I saw that Sophie Nélisse were on my flight, I would run away.
Well,
Like,
I mean, between that and Yellow Jackets,
I know.
probably a good idea.
We need to get this girl an evil eye bracelet immediately.
Hey, we're sending you good vibes and good energy.
Listen, if we all chip in, we can pay an Etsy witch to cleanse the curse that has been put on Sophie Nélisse.
We got you, girl. So we need money
Oh,
to
to buy
pay
the-
the Etsy people, and
Yeah.
we need to purchase the house from the drama.
Yeah.
So whenever you guys can just chip in, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for yet another incredible episode, if we do say so ourselves, of our podcast that we host and produce.
Sorry for this one. Sorry.
Happy Coachella. But when we come back, when we see you guys next time, we're gonna, I think, have passed through 2 weekends of Coachella, so we'll have a lot to talk about. I'm very excited. I'll be streaming all weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I love Coachella weekend on my couch at my house, just watching all the amazing people. Until next time, ta-ta.
Ta.